I'm the Sports Wins 101, and today I'll be giving you my predictions for Week 14 of the NFL season. We'll predict all these games set to take place this week, and we also got our last slate of buys to get through. And here are those teams on bye. It's the Ravens, the Texans, the Colts, the Patriots, the Broncos, and the Commanders all on bye. Goodbye, we'll see you next week. As for us, we'll look to keep our little hot streak going as we went 13-3 last week. So we can keep that going in week 14. Here we go, Jaguars and Titans. We'll go at it in Nashville. And I'm gonna take Tennessee here. I mean, they seem to be playing better football as of late, and especially now that it's confirmed Trevor Lawrence was put on injured reserve. It will be Mac Jones going forward for the Jaguars. I've got to take the Titans. I got to take that better defense. I've got to take the better team. Moving on to the Browns and the Steelers. Pittsburgh trying to get some revenge after falling to the Browns just a couple weeks ago in snowy Cleveland. I think they get it done here. I think Russell Wilson has himself a good game, and this is a Steelers team that won't take the Browns lightly, at least not a second time in 3 weeks. Jets and Dolphins go at it as well in Miami. This is normally the part of the season where Miami starts to falter. You usually don't see them playing their best football in December. This game is still in Miami, though. Yeah, I feel like it'll still be warm enough that the weather won't really affect the Dolphins. And really, at this point, I've got to pick them as the superior team over the Jets. I think they can move the ball against that Jet defense. And Rodgers might have trouble against the Dolphins defense that has been fairly good against the pass. I like Miami here. And then it's Sunday Night Football as my Kansas City Chiefs have a chance to lock up the division with a win over the LA Chargers. Now, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't at least a little bit concerned about how the Chiefs have played as of late. This is the Chiefs team that it seems has allowed Mahomes to get pressured too easily. This is a Chiefs team that seems like is going to allow teams to throw on them a bit too easily. And those are both areas I think the Chargers can easily exploit. That being said, I think the pressuring Mahomes part of it, I think that will be taken away because the Chiefs, they have brought in a new left tackle, DJ Humphries, and it sounds like he's practicing really good. Sunday could be the first time we see him in a Chiefs uniform. And even if it's not, I would think that whatever the Chiefs have planned at left tackle, it's not Wanya Morris, it's not Kingsley Sumataiya, who have both been dreadful or inconsistent at best. So, I think the Chiefs' defense tightens up here. I think they have a good game against the Chargers. They slow down that run, make the Chargers one-dimensional, and at least the Chiefs getting another win at home and another division title. Now to the interconference matchups. We got the Raiders and the Bucks. I mean, There's a chance that if you've seen me before, you'll know that I do not like the Raiders playing on the East Coast. And that's the case here. The Raiders are playing on the East Coast. I think the Raiders are one of the weaker teams in football, especially when they have to go east. That's the case here against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, maybe O'Connell can have another good game in him, but I just feel like it'll be too much Buccaneers, too much Baker, too much Mike Evans, and it'll lead to a Tampa win. Bills and Rams going at it in SoFi. Could be a good one here, but I'm going to take Buffalo. They are just playing too hot right now for me to pick against them. I think Josh Allen will have a good game against a bad Rams secondary. And I'm not sure Stafford will be able to do much to respond to it. I like Buffalo. Monday Night Football. With the collaboration with The Simpsons, we got the Bengals and the Cowboys. This feels a lot more, do we really have to do this, than it did just like a month ago or so. These are two teams that I'm pretty sure at this point are not going to be in the playoffs. But in the end, I'm going to take Cincinnati. I mean, they're the better offense at this point. The question, I guess, would be, can the Bengals defense hold up against Cooper Rush and company? I think they do. I think Cincinnati finally gets back in the winners column. That brings us to the NFC matchups, and that takes us to our upset of the week. I'm taking Green Bay to go to Detroit again and take down the Lions. I think the key for Green Bay is, you look at Jordan Love. We've seen good Jordan Love, the guy who can throw 80-yard touchdowns in his sleep. Or we could have the guy who throws a pick six just so he can avoid a safety. Which Jordan Love is it going to be on Thursday against the Lions? If my prediction is going to be right, it's going to have to be that 80-yard touchdown type of Jordan Love. Against the Lions defense that is dealing with its fair share of injuries, I think Green Bay, they get a huge win. Falcons and Vikings. I'll take Minnesota here. Atlanta just hasn't played that good. Kirk Cousins, he just threw 4 interceptions against the Chargers. I think the Vikings bring similar pressure against the Falcons. And leads to another not-so-good game for Kirk Cousins. And another loss for the Falcons. Saints and Giants. I'll take New Orleans. I think their offense is just playing at a better level than the Giants are. I trust Derek Carr to lead a team to victory. I do not trust Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito or whoever the Giants have going at quarterback. I trust Derek Carr to get the win. Give me the Saints. That's my lock of the week. Give me the Eagles over a suddenly very frisky Panthers team. But it's as simple as Saquon's Eagles, as hot as anyone in the league, taking on a bad Carolina defense. And it's a Carolina team that, sure, offensively might be cooking, but now you're playing one of the best defenses in football. I like Philly to get the win convincingly. Might even be a blowout, despite how good Carolina's played as of late. Seattle, Arizona. This one's going to be a huge one in the race for the NFC West. I mean, you look at this, and this is another matchup where the two teams met up a couple weeks ago. It was in Seattle. Seahawks wound up winning by, I believe it was by 10 points. There was a pick six involved. I gotta think the Cardinals, they play better offensively in the desert than they did in Seattle. And I think the Cardinals, they get a huge win at home thanks to that improved offensive performance. And that'll really tighten up that NFC West race. Of course, if Seattle wins, it would give them the opportunity to really stand out as the favorites in the West. But I think Arizona wins that one. And then it's the 49ers taking on the Bears. Chicago, it seems like they can't get out of their own way. 49ers are just very injured. This will be the first game with Thomas Brown as the interim head coach for the Bears. And they've done pretty well ever since he became the interim offensive coordinator. But I just think the 49ers are too talented for Chicago. The Bears are going to blow it some way or another, I think. And it's going to lead to the 49ers getting a huge win for them. But there you go. There's my picks for week number 14 of the NFL season. If you like this, please like and subscribe for more to come in the following weeks. I've been the Sports Quiz 101, and I will see you all later.